Riding on board on that visor camera with Daniel Suarez. Curious to see how slick this turns 3 and 4 are. Oh, he's getting out of the throttle a good bit there, DW. We talk about as that sun goes down. Oh, he's really sliding around through 3 and 4. As that sun goes down, this track temp cools down. We'll go back on board Daniel Suarez, and I bet you he'll be pretty close to wide open through there.
You know what he said? He said, it's loose. It's real loose.
Here comes Almirola. The Tampa, Florida driver draws a bead on William Byron. Got a good run down the back straightaway.
William Byron's been working that bottom groove, but the 10 car of Eric Almirola working that middle groove, which is where the track put some of that traction compound down. Might be finding a little extra grip there.
I think that traction compound, Mike's going to really play a big factor as the evening goes on. There's a lot of grip middle of the track and up.
Kyle Busch fighting to hold on to 4th. Here comes the 2017 winner, Austin Dillon, to the inside. Not going to make the pass this time.
Well, look just ahead of him. Another guy that we think is going to be very strong tonight, hard to beat, and that's Kevin Harvick, drawing a bead on our first 2 cars.
Almirola and Harvick are teammates, 2nd and 3rd, driving for Gene Haas and newly minted NASCAR Hall of Famer Tony Stewart. William Byron, the leader, for Rick Hendrick, Kevin Harvick in 2nd, Kyle Busch, Eric Almirola, Austin Dillon. Now, last week's All-Star race winner, Kyle Larson, found himself in a tough spot. That's his blue car, top of the screen, turn 2.
Yeah, he was right behind Ryan Blaney in the 12 car, and then the 21 of Paul Menard. As those two got close together in the middle of the corner, it shut all the air off that was getting to the nose of this 42 car. Watch as the 21 comes up. As soon as they get close, boom, all the air is gone off of the 42 car. Kyle Larson sends him right in the wall.
And you could hear Larson lift. He knew he was headed for that wall. Matt Yoakum.
Cautiously optimistic coming in after that $1 million win, but they've been off a step all weekend, and you saw the car wash out more than a kiss against the wall. His spotter and team have looked at pictures and video. No tire smoke. They told him if he sees any smoke, let's not take a chance, just bring it in. Okay at this juncture.
Well, Larry Mack, what can you tell your driver when he's screaming at you right now because that car is set up to run well later tonight?
Well, Mike, I just believe whoever wins this race tonight, you're going to be good in the beginning, the middle, and the end. Yeah, as we spoke at the top of the show, you're going to have to get pretty aggressive with adjustments. You're going to have to stop one time in this stage 1, so probably about lap 50, and we have caution out actually right now, Mike.
It is Eric Jones from Joe Gibbs Racing, one of those 4 cars that dominated final practice. His Toyota was running in 12th place, heavy damage on the right side for the Michigan native.
This kid's high.
Certainly, right front tire almost went down.
It definitely looked like he just shot up the hill, like something definitely happened to it.
By heavy damage, just flattened the right side of that car.
Back to 10th place, Brad Keselowski's been moving, and there is Matt DiBenedetto in the wall in turn 2, and caution waves at lap 48 for the 2nd time today.
I don't know if a right front went down first, but he has a right front tire that's definitely down here. I don't know if that's before or after contact.
He was running 19th for Levine Family Racing. There's DiBenedetto coming down the front straightaway.
I'm with you, Darrell, just trying to see if he had made any contact, but clearly a right front tire down similar to Eric Jones. And, you know, there is an alliance between Joe Gibbs Racing and this 95 team.
He's telling the team that he has the most security he has felt here in a long time, and he's making full use of it.
You know, Mike, when the 19 hit the wall,
Stenhouse around, perhaps off the nose of Kyle Busch.
Through the synthetic turf he goes without any incident. I just can't say enough about what
Stenhouse was 7th.
What they've done here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, Mike, with that synthetic turf.
Emmerich's 8 stuck in the middle. He's on those old tires. Just trying to ride out the rest of this stage. As for the lead, Harvick and Keselowski side by side off 4.
He's going to get turned.
One car got turned into the wall coming off 4, and that was Hemrick.
And that's the risk that you take when you're on those older tires. All these other guys have new tires. You can get yourself in trouble, just like Daniel Hemrick did right there.
Down to the inside of Harvick.
Harvick pushed up off 2 over there and had to get out of the throttle, and man, did he lose some spots.
And a great push by his teammate Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's showing a lot of speed here. Looked good in practice along with his teammate. Going to go to the outside of the 18 of Kyle Busch.
He's going to get him.
He wants
Brad Keselowski wins the stage from Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, and Kevin Harvick.
Like I told you about that 11, they get their issues out of the way early. He'll be tough.
That sun's going down. I'm seeing this almost this entire track except for the back straightaway is in complete shade.
4th place now for Chase Elliott, 5th for Kyle Busch in the 18.
And this just goes to show you how good Kyle Busch is tonight, because the 9 car of Chase Elliott, who has fresher tires, has been able to pass a lot of these cars. He's the first one with the 4 freshest tires, but Kyle Busch hanging right with them. And there's the issue with Buescher.
And that will be a caution at lap 127.
I mean, he has really gapped him a bunch.
And Harvick has faded these last few laps. I don't know if he's fuel saving right now. You just heard Larry Mack talk about not being able to make it. I don't know if you could save enough fuel. Oh,
Hamlin in the
another
wall.
Toyota. Is this a tire issue again?
Certainly has that look.
That is 3 of the 5 Toyotas in the race that have been in the wall.
So far, no caution.
Here it is.
Oh, there it is.
Caution's out.
Lap 161, 8th caution. This one for Denny Hamlin.
He knows how to get that car up to speed.
You put him up there on the front row, he goes somewhere.
Ooh, Boyer and Newman.
4 wide.
Close on the bottom of that 4 wide. They did not have a happy ending last week in the All-Star race.
I was going to say, is that Boyer Newman 4 wide?
I'm sorry, it was Byron.
Oh,
and
no,
Newman. It was not Boyer. Oh, turn 2. Contact and a spin coming off 2 to the backstretch, and heavy contact for Bailey Curry.
Boy, I'll say that nose is crushed.
We're going to ride with Martin Truex, and it's a pretty hard hit for Curry.
It really was, Mike.
Hasn't yet dropped the window net. We'll check up on that.
Wow. Now, we had just talked about how tight these cars are on the exit, and that's a perfect example of it. You could see Mark Truex Jr. playing with the throttle, trying to keep the nose underneath him from sliding up the racetrack, but he couldn't do it. He got into the 52. That was all on Mark Truex Jr.
Wow.
11th caution flag.
Hard impact.
Comes at lap 250. Vince.
Well, Martin Truex Jr. finished 2nd in this race a year ago, and you guys noted his dominant performance of a couple of years ago, so it's no strange vision to see him running up front. But earlier today, Cole Pearn didn't really know what to expect. Normally, these intermediates are right in their wheelhouse, but they haven't really felt like that's been the case this season. But they are out front, and he said the dirty air that breaks your momentum is really difficult to manage. But they have no dirty air now. It is clean sailing, and you're seeing the speed left in that 19.
Martin Truex picks up his 2nd stage win of the season.
And we've
Back
seen,
at 10th place, Larson and Hamlin.
I was going to say, we've seen Denny Hamlin. He loves those stage points and is always aggressive right to that flag.
Larson doesn't care as long as he's 3 wide on the outside. He's happy.
Here comes Kurt Busch making some noise on
And
the
there's
inside.
Larson again going 3 wide by Kurt Busch and Ryan Blaney.
Those 2 Ganassi cars right back up in the front of it. Kurt Busch in the 1 and Kyle Larson in the 42.
Oh, boy. Oh, the 1 car goes around.
And he saves it. No.
Oh, no, right
Oh, my gosh.
How did Harvick miss him?
Unbelievable.
Unreal is right.
Look at that. Just
Peeled that left front fender,
yeah,
right?
peeled the fender right off of it. Man, it doesn't look like much other damage. Uh-oh. Got something hanging out my 18.
Just incredible racing mid-pack.
Oh,
There's something
22.
wrong.
Well,
No, there's something wrong back there.
Well, 22.
Spin, mid-backstretch. And hard in the wall goes Austin Dillon and Kyle Larson.
Something was wrong with that 42 car. Oh my gosh.
They're still wrecking.
Both Dillon brothers are in it.
Well, I wonder, did that 42 make contact with somebody, maybe cut a tire down?
Something was going on with the 42, Jeff. He was something that I'm not sure what was going on, but something happened to it.
Right,
Hey,
Darrell,
Warrior.
just when he first went into turn 1, in the middle of 1 and 2, the car went up.
Yeah, it did.
Lost position, and it was on from there. Priest all torn up.
A lot of cars involved in this.
So I've seen this a lot. When you're that close to a car and you get down into turn 1, you start to lose the nose, as he did. Larson got into the left rear of the 19. But now he's stuck in the middle.
This one, he goes down into turn 1. He charges down into 1 really hard.
And so he's just getting loose right here as the 14 goes to his outside. It looked to me like Kyle Larson at that point, as he went in the corner. Man,
heavy impact.
Yeah, the 3 of Austin Dillon really.
Something went on with the 42. I can't quite figure out what it was, but something was going on with the 42.
And then Larson comes up, collects Ty Dillon and Ryan Priest. Oh, Denny Hamlin's up in the wall.
We've already seen this team on these long runs.
Right front down.
Some trouble with the right front. I just wonder, is that going to save the 19 of Mark Truex Jr., who's also shown that same issue earlier in this race? That's going to bring out the caution.
Hamlin was 6th, and he brings out, I believe this is the 14th caution flag.
That is the second time that Kevin Harvick has been burnt pitting and about 2 laps later.
He hadn't lost much. I mean, the 18 is there, but he hadn't gained much on him. I guess he's going to come this time, though. He's got to come.
Man, what a rough season lately.
Oh, it's terrible.
Behind Blaney.
I was so happy for him, having a great run tonight.
So Blaney will surrender third
Oh, that
place.
car.
And there's his teammate Keselowski in big trouble.
I think.
He's got a broken track bar. I can see his rear end housing moving from side to side.
Caution.
So Blaney shoots through and should stay on the lead lap.
Wow, man, all at once. The 12's in trouble, the 2's in trouble. And guess what? The 19 might be in trouble.
And you can see here the 2 car made contact with the wall. That's probably what cut his rear tire.
I thought I could see the rear end housing moving.
15th caution of the night. Green flag.
Oh, buddy. Truex is in trouble. Got to get to the inside. Got to make a move.
David Reagan gets out first. Here's Kyle Busch in the middle.
Oh, 3 wide.
Oh, boy. Oh,
4 wide.
Here he goes. Down
Truex
the back.
to the bottom.
On the inside.
Didn't you say that inside was the place to be?
I like the inside.
4 wide.
For now.
How did they make it that far? I don't know if they're going to make it off of turn 4, though.
Whoa, hang on to her, Martin.
Logano all over Truex.
I think Logano is, look at that, the hood flaps are going up and down.
4 wide at the stripe for 10th.
Hey, these 2 guys got a little history together, you know. Truex and the 22.
Well, all I know is that now Mark Truex Jr. knows what to expect from Joey Logano on the final lap.
Yeah, it's a checkered flag. That's what he's expecting now, because he's out there and he's gone. Was lucky to be able to get through the traffic the way he did.
How about David Reagan hanging in there in 4th position right now?
Well, he's mad. They won't even go to the back.
Well, we had a dump and run at Martinsville between Truex and Logano, but they're not thinking about that now. They're thinking about the big prize that is 3 laps away.
You know, Johnson's right up in the middle of this thing too, boy. Jimmy Johnson, he's there in 6th spot, hanging tight.
What a run for Reagan.
I'm not so sure we're done having cautions just yet. There's some wild racing going on further back.
2 to go.
Oh my gosh.
Here's that 4 wide.
If they can just make one more lap. Just one more lap, boys.
The 6 of Newman's like a pinball right
Look
there.
at this. I mean, I love this. You're not supposed to be able to do this.
This is the new norm.
All right, Mike, take it.
17 cars on the lead lap. Truex 4/10 up on Logano. Kyle Busch, Elliott, Stenhouse, Butcher. The white flag waves. 1 to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
I didn't think they'd make it to the white flag, but some miraculous way they did.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think the 19 car, after he hit the wall in the beginning of the race, would win it, but he did. Oh, around there goes somebody on the back. I don't know who that was.
11. Boy, heavy.
Denny Hamlin. Heavy crash.
Big crash.
Most everybody gets through there. No caution. Checkered flag in the air. Martin Truex wins the Coca-Cola 600.
Did have a wreck on the back.
Racing for Navy Chief Petty Officer Nicholas Null, who lost his life in Afghanistan in 2011 at age 30.
Unreal job, man. Unreal job. You're the man.
Specialist Null, or Chief Petty Officer Null.
You, man. Glad we figured this thing out. Appreciate you sticking with me.
Noel left behind his parents, a sister, a brother, a wife, and 3 sons. Martin Truex will carry his name to victory lane as his teammate Denny Hamlin crashes on the backstretch on the final lap. Winning for newly minted NASCAR Hall of Famer Coach Joe Gibbs. Martin Truex has scored his 22nd career victory and his 3rd this season, winning 3 of the last 5-point races. He rebounded from a flat tire on lap 74 while leading to capture the flag in tonight's victory, fueled by Sunoco. Sunoco, fuel your best.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.